stream again. Yes, welcome to the live reaction for Liverpool versus West Ham. If you tuned in before, it looks like I'm having some sort of activity issue at the minute. So I'll try and keep this one brief, to be honest, and then you can watch it as a YouTube podcast or just have it on YouTube videos whenever that's uploaded. Yeah, I tried a few minutes ago and I've just looked back at the video and basically it looks like there's a bit of a lag on it, to be honest. So yeah, I'll just talk very briefly about the Reds, and then I'll try and get this sorted for another day. But yeah, basically return to what I was saying beforehand. So like I said, apologies to everyone about the last couple of streams, and obviously including this one. I've had an absolute disaster with this week. There's been one stream I've had to cancel due to family members. There's been another stream that I did not attend last night due to the influence of a certain liquid that most of us enjoy that comes in various flavors. Yeah, and I had another live stream that I had to cancel this week because I had earbuds still plugged into my phone so that no one could actually hear it, and now this stream is also going very wonky. So yeah, it's been a bit of a disaster this week, folks, to be honest. So yeah, I'll probably just keep this brief. Like I said, I'll make sure this is on YouTube podcasts, so you can hear it another day. I think probably most of you are at the pubs, something, to be quite honest, which is what I should be doing shortly as well. Yeah, just very quickly, we'll start off with the main thing. Obviously, Mo Salah got dropped. Good, to be quite honest. No offence to Mo, but he's been obviously diabolical for like the last few weeks. I don't mean that rudely. Obviously, Mo Salah is one of the greatest Premier League players of all time, and he's possibly one of our best players now of all time, possibly even top three, maybe even the top one. But obviously there's clearly not something right there at the minute, and I just think it's right that Arne, I mean, obviously Arne protected him today by basically saying, oh well, it's squad rotation, etc, but it wasn't squad rotation. I think Mo blatantly got dropped today, and it's as simple as that. And look, obviously the manager was proved right. Maybe this is a view of the future. Maybe Mo is going to be a very handsomely paid substitute next season, possibly. I mean, I think Arne can probably brush it under the carpet to a certain extent because obviously Mo's going to AFCON soon. And he's going to be away for what, at least 5 or 6 weeks, potentially, you would imagine. So Arne doesn't really, I mean, other than the next 3 matches, I think he can explain away him not playing maybe against Inter Milan. Let's have a look. Hello, Lamine Yamal. How are you doing? You all right? Potentially the real Lamine Yamal, possibly. There we go. The live stream's working properly now. Let's have a look. Mitsubalita? I'll just call you Mitzel. Really sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. I can't really see upstairs. Hi. How you doing, Mitz? Alessandro. How you doing, Alessandro? We've spoke before, haven't we? Nice to have you again, mate. Yeah, as for you, yeah, we don't have nonsense like that on the channel, so he can go away. Yes, so basically I think Arne made the right call by dropping Mo, because look, he wasn't playing well, it wasn't helping the team. I was very pleased that Joe Gomez came in. I thought he was excellent today. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that comment. Oh dear. We have drunken trolls. Sorry, folks. Yeah, let's get rid of him as well. I can keep this up all day, guys. I want to keep with ridiculous nonsense. I will literally just switch you off, and if it goes too far, I will report you. So there we go. Yeah, so I thought Salah being dropped was a good idea. I was very pleased that Gomez came in. I was very surprised that Florian Wirtz was available. Hey DT, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yes, I've had a bit of an interesting last couple of days, fella. Hope you're all right. Yes, I thought it was good that Salah got dropped, to be completely honest. Very pleased that Wirtz came in. Very pleased that Gomez came in. Those 2 lads were absolutely outstanding. I'd just go with Florian Wirtz to be man of the match. I thought he was excellent today. I thought he was probably pretty much his best game. And the fact we kept a clean sheet as well is like totally awesome. really pleased about that. And just, yeah, it was a very good day all around. Like I said, I'd coming into this giving up hope. Just passing through, mate, about to jump in the bath. Funny enough, DT, I think we're cut from the same cloth. I'm pretty much having one the moment I get off this, so I'm not going to be on. I'm not going to be on like too long either. Being in Yorkshire, I'm going to have to use my vaunted son's bath water because the wife won't allow me to fill up with the bath twice. It's a bit of a waste of money, so yes, I should be bathing in child water as you do. But there we go. So, let's have a look. Maker, how you doing, Maker? You're all right. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, hi to you. Yeah, but no, I was absolutely delighted that we won today. I wasn't expecting it at all. I'd pretty much got down 3-1 West Ham. Obviously, I came into it a bit late due to last night's slightly epic meltdown on my behalf, which I will explain to you later. Hi, Andrea. You're all right, mate? But yes, so yeah, we've got a clean sheet. Obviously, Alexander Isak scored, which was great. It was a very decent finish at the near post. Obviously, Cody got the second at the end. I thought, generally, I just thought the last. Oh, hi, Maker. Just talking about the Reds, mate, and just saying that. Just saying basically, mate, that I'm just more very pleased that we actually played quite well today. Like I said, I thought Florian Wirtz was absolutely excellent. I'm delighted that Isak's got his goal. Hopefully, we will be going on a run with him. And like I said, to be honest, I'm more relieved than anything because seriously, I've had enough of doing these when Liverpool lose. I literally have done 8 live reactions when we've lost, and it's just not cool. It's really annoying, especially when you have GAD. Yeah, but there we go. Hey, buddy, are you married? I am, in fact, yes. I have a lovely northern wife who is downstairs at the moment doing something or other. I don't know, messing up the house with Lego. Steve Austin. Hey, boy, Mike, how you doing? We've got a wrestling fan. It is Stone Cold Steve Austin. In fact, let me have a look. I know this is a bit random, but yes, that is my Stone Cold Steve Austin action figure from the Attitude Era. This is one of my favourites. Like, basically, if you've just watching me, guys, I I always say this, but it's not just Liverpool on this channel. I do like, well, obviously pro wrestling and horror and that sort of thing. So yeah, and I'm also a massive toy collector. So if you want to check out the channel and different playlists, I always do like toy hunts and this, that, and the other. I've actually bought 2 lots of toys yesterday as well that I'm going to do shorts on, and just like, you know, those toy reviews that you do, I'd kind of dabble in that as well. So I've got 2 awesome toys from yesterday, so I'm going to put that on the channel. Oh yeah, Stevie got that power. Oh dude, literally, he Stone Cold Steve Austin is like my favorite wrestler of all time. I absolutely love the guy. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, behind me I've got all sorts of toys. So I've got my Spideys, I've got Gambits, Death Note up there. In fact, let me turn the camera a little bit and you can have a quick look. Basically, that's my Evil Dead stuff over there. I've got an Alien Island, so that's where all my alien neckers live. That's my Spidey poster, X-Men lamps. I've got V for Vendetta figures. By the way, if you're tuning in for Liverpool, I did, just bear me a second. I'm just showing everyone around my my vaunted toy room. It's a bit difficult to do this because I'm kind of hanging on. That's my AW corner. Whoops, daisy. And that's all my Liverpool gear basically over there. And those are the new toys as well. So yeah, hence the name Geek Boy Meta, basically. But yeah, if you want to check that out, actually, while I'm on, excuse me, if you go to Geek Boy Does Toy Hunts and Geek Boy Does Comic Cons, they're both playlists and they've got loads and loads of toys and action figures. Dude, basically, there's like, I've probably got toy shorts of about maybe 600 action figures by now. I mean, as you've seen, I've literally got thousands and thousands and thousands, literally thousands of toys in this room. So yeah, I'm a massive geek, love collecting toys. But yeah, if you want to check out what I do other than this, you want to do so. I want an Undertaker figure. Have I got a take? I have got a take figure. Boy Mike somewhere. It's not to hand though. Where the alien stuff is, all my wrestling figures are currently in there because basically, long story short, I've run out of room. I literally have so much stuff in this room. I mean, I would love to have this spread all over the house, but sadly, the vaunted wife, I don't think would be hugely impressed if I decorated it in Liverpool and Star Wars garb, sadly. But there we go. But I have got a couple of Taker figures too. Arsenal. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a good point for you today. Obviously, I know Chelsea were down. Chelsea went down to 10 men, didn't they? I think. But it's always a good point away from home at Stamford Bridge. Like I said, I still think Arsenal will win the league. I'm not even looking at that anymore because obviously we're just not involved in that conversation. Let's have it right. Evil Dead was fantastic, especially the show that came out in 2018. I've got Ash versus Evil Dead. Yeah, I watched every one, Boy Mike. I am a sorry, folks. I'll get back into Liverpool in a minute, but I must talk to Boy Mike about this. I am an Evil Dead nut. Like literally, I'll just try and show you again. Just there, you see where the I'm trying to point the X-Men stuff is. Basically, there's every single one of these shelves is filled with Evil Dead stuff. So I've got Evil Dead neckers, all the Evil Dead DVDs, Evil Dead sort of dressed figures. I absolutely love the franchise. It's literally my favourite horror franchise of all time, and I loved Ash versus Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams is just the greatest creation in the history of the world. So yeah, absolutely love it. Yes, Ash, absolutely. Yeah. How are you, sir? Are you in the loft? Yeah. Well, it's not a loft. Yeah. It's my command center. It's the loft. Uh, well, it's not really a loft actually. It's like a converted bedroom upstairs. So this is where I go. If I can do these live streams in the day, when the family are downstairs, this is usually where I go to because this is like this is my room. Basically, we all have room in the family, and this is my bloke room basically. So yeah, I would like to do these sort of live streams up here, but obviously most of you guys know we've got work and you've got families and things get in the way, and basically long story short, I can't actually do live streams most times till everyone's gone to bed pretty much. If I could do it straight after matches and stuff or during Monday Night Raws or whatever, then I would, but yeah, you work with what you got, right? Oh, thank you. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm really proud of this room. So I've been collecting most of this stuff since I was 10. So there's literally I mean, I haven't got anything to hand, to be honest. You're talking literally, I've had some of these figures since 1984. Like I've got an original Millennium Falcon. In fact, I will show you the Falcon if you can see it. So you see the second one. That's from the original Star Wars. So my dad and my mum bought that for me in '84, I think it was. So literally, I've had that for like 41. How long is it? 41 years, give or take. So yeah, I've got a lot of cool stuff up here. Like I said, I would like to do it more of my live streams upstairs, but basically, when the way the house works is my son's downstairs and my missus is also downstairs. So if I'm sat here going, yeah, Liverpool have won, the wife would not be best pleased about her sleep being disturbed, which is fair enough. Okay. Anyway, enough of describing my house. I tend to like Star Trek. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. What does your wife collect? What does Mrs. got? Lego. Basically, I'll show you next time. Yeah, what I'll do is because obviously I do a lot of live streams in my living room. I'll move the camera tomorrow because I'm probably going to do a live stream because I miss doing Survivor Series, so I'm going to do like a Survivor Series wrap up. Again, shout out to the subscribers who really like the wrestling. Basically, I'll be completely honest. The reason I missed the live stream yesterday went to a house party and may have had more than one beer and had to be escorted in a taxi on the way home and may have been too sleepy to do the live stream. If you smelt the rock is cooking. So yes, very sorry about that, anyone that was sat around waiting, but yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow at some point. So yeah, What else does my wife collect? Lego, kind of like vintage things. Yeah, to be honest. I'm trying to think. She really likes sort of arty things and stuff like that. She collects old newspapers and stuff. Tell you what she does. She likes puzzles. You know, like jigsaw puzzles. She's always at the table, like doing jigsaw puzzles and stuff. Um, what else does the wife collect? She likes Wally very much. As in the Wally from Pixar. That was a really crap impression. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, she likes sort of Pixar things as well. But yeah, we have very different tastes in things, to say the least. But there we go. Oh, you like Lego as well? Oh, nice one, nice one. Yeah, honestly, yeah, seriously, we have. Not that I want our house to be robbed, so I would estimate if I had to take an educated guess, we probably have somewhere in the region of 10 grand's worth of Lego downstairs in that living room. I would not be shocked at all. I have asked the two housemates if they would consider selling said Lego, and I got a very impolite response from the bigger one. Put it that way. Let's have a look. Yeah, like I say, I'm not religious, so I'm not going to comment on that. But if you are, then fair play to you. Whatever. Just bought the Home Alone Lego set. Oh, nice one. There's a Home Alone Lego set. Oh, I should tell the wife, yeah, as soon as I finish doing this. Home Alone, in fact, tell you what, I'll do my thing that I usually do. Let's have a look. Home Alone Lego set. 'Cause those two like Home Alone. I'm assuming my vaunted wife will probably know about Home Alone Lego set, but I'll pass it on. I've just wrote it down. Cheers for that. Did you know? Yes, yeah. I like I said, I was because my son is milling around downstairs. Daddy was very, very tired last night. Yeah, so basically that's the reason and like I say, it's been a disaster today. I literally opened up my bag that I took to my mate's house last night because I took a bottle of rum and noticed that half of it had disappeared mysteriously. Um, and also then noticed that I'd failed to put the screw cap on the rum, which has now gone all over my bag, which is also my work bag. So I get the pleasure of washing that out later on this evening. So yeah, it's been a bit of a week this week, I have to say. There we go. I have Castle Grayskull Snake Mountain Fright set. Oh, nice one, boy. I've got I can't show you my Grayskull. It's somewhere over there. I've actually got two Castle Grayskulls. I've got one just here, and I've got one just you might be able to see it possibly. Can you see it? Can I make this bigger? Oh, I can make it bigger. It's somewhere there. Basically, I'm not totally sure it is. Oh, let me reduce that. I'm sure you don't want to see my big head all over the place. But yeah, I've got the original Castle Grayskull that I want to say I got it in '86, something along them lines. And I actually got another one. This is one of my cool stories, actually. So I will get back onto Liverpool folks in a minute. Just bear with us a second. But yeah. So yeah, boy Mike, basically, me and the wife used to do baby sales. In fact, it was the missus who would go and do it. So you know the baby sales where they've got like the tables, like tabletop garage sales type of things. So we'd go there, you rent a pitch, so a table for like 15 quid, you put all your stuff on it and you sell it in like cash in hands, this, that and the other. And I used to help the missus take all the stuff down, help her get set up, and then we'd usually take our son, so I would have to take our son to not disturb his mom while she's trying to sell things, blah 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 blah. Anyway, one of the times I actually went with my missus without my son, and we're walking along, and so my wife's selling stuff, and I'm wandering around the other tables to see if there's anything I get, because I used to be like an eBay trader. I kind of still am now, but I haven't done it for a long, long time. Anyway, I'm walking along, and there's this one table, and there's these without which was two elder ladies who are selling toys and stuff, and they were selling a Castle Grayskull, and I thought, oh, I'll go and take a look. And inside Castle Grayskull, no word of a lie, there were around 30 to 40 mint condition He-Man figures, right? So I go up to these two women and think to myself, that's going to be expensive, but it might be worth like taking a punt on it if it's like 40, 50 odd quid. So I went up to the two women and said, hello ladies, can you tell me how much this costs? And because I, I think they were probably looking after the stall while whoever was meant to be looking after the stall had gone away, I said, "Oh, I don't know, young man. Oh, they're little action figures, aren't they? Can I sell you it for £3?" Literally, you would never seen someone get a fiver out of his wallet so quickly. So basically, long story short, I ended up with a Castle Grayskull, 30 odd He-Man figures, £3 that I do feel quite guilty about this actually, but I then resold on eBay for the better part of £250. So it was like the best sale that I've ever done in my entire life. But yeah, shout out to the two ladies, and I hope they didn't get in too much trouble for that one. Let me have a look. Do you know what? I never got Snake Mountain actually, boy Mike. Right, so I don't know. I don't think I've right. So I always wanted Snake Mountain, but I don't think they definitely had Grayskull in the 80s because obviously I got mine in the 1980s. I think the Snake Mountain in the 80s, from what I remember, was slightly rarer than Grayskull. It was like ridiculously expensive even by the 80s standards. So yeah, there we go. Well, Wally was a great Wally was a great anime movie. Absolutely. Uh, you are right. Yeah, you are very much right. Yeah, like I said, I probably will have to go on the apology tour with one or two of my friends because I can't specifically remember much about last night, to be honest. But yes, I will probably be owing one or two apologies, I would have thought, but there we go. I've still got it in me to make a bit of a pillock of myself, unfortunately, but there we go. How are you doing, sir? Hello, Panda Boo Boo. I'm all right, Panda. How you doing, mate? You're all right. Laurent, bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, Laurent. How you doing? Um, oh, Heather, I'm very, very sorry to hear that. That's awful. I can't really advise you on that, to be honest, because obviously I'm not in your situation. But if it's a genuine thing, then just reach out to people. I'm currently going through therapy at the minute because I've just been diagnosed with DAD, generalized anxiety disorder, I think it's called. And I lost my dad. He died in my arms when I was like 17, and it was absolutely rubbish and stuff. So I can't particularly help you, but it just obviously you're not alone, and yeah, just you go and talk to your friends, talk to whatever family you've got, and just there are people out there that can help you. Like I said, I'm currently undergoing therapy at the minute, and it kind of is helping me about losing my dad and everything. So yeah, just best to my best to you and your family. That's all I can say really. Um, Grayskull second one was 200. Yeah, Ash versus the Evil Dead. Yeah, yeah, it's the series boy. It's actually it was on Netflix. It was on my pull list because I really want to rewatch it again, but I've got loads of stuff that I need to watch at the minute. Um, I think it might still be on, possibly, but I can't guarantee it. Let's have a look. Mira, hi Mira, you're all right. State Mountain had a telephone handle in it if you could talk. I think it did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I remember something. Oh wow. Oh, sorry, folks. You just have to bear with me. We have Texas. I don't even know what that handle name is. Yes. Well, we have Wordsworth and Shakespeare here. Did you invite George Floyd to Thanksgiving dinner? Oh, because the black thing. Yeah, you're absolutely hilarious, Texas. Absolutely hilarious, my son. You can be hilarious to all of social media because that is being put on every single social media channel that I can possibly find, and you are also now going to be reported for racism. There we go. Sorry, folks, just bear with me. There we go. H reports and yeah, there we go. Yeah, nearly finished with this idiot, folks. Yeah. Did I invite George Floyd to dinner? No. You invite Donald Trump, you child rapist. Boom. There we go. Like I said, folks, sorry if that seems a little harsh. Hey, having that. Don't speak to me like that. And whoever that moron is, he will be getting reported for racism and laughing at dead black people. Simple as that. Boom. Let's have a look. Patrick, I do remember you, Patrick. Yeah, we spoke. Was it on one of the wrestling shows, Patrick? Because I remember your name, Patrick Starr. Was it wrestling or was it a Liverpool live? I can't remember, mate, to be completely honest, but I definitely remember talking to you and chatting with you. Carolina, hi, Carolina, how you doing? I work with someone called Carolina, and she's Polish. Actually, I shouldn't have just said that. Just forget I said. No, I'm sure she won't mind. But yeah, just going back to Liverpool very briefly, folks, because this has gone a bit random now. Obviously, Isak and Cody got the goals. Yeah, both played really well. I'm just very glad that Isak scored. Obviously, I thought the team was a hell of a lot better balanced than they were. The clean sheet, thank Christ Almighty, was very, very welcome as well. I don't know if anyone specifically watched the game this afternoon. Can I just say, I know this is catering for Liverpool fans. I shouldn't really be saying this. The Lucas Paqueta red card is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but like the, he's kicked a ball away. All right, fair enough. That should be a yellow card. That's fine. But then he's used a couple of hurty words to the referee, and it's hurt the referee's feelings, and he's sent him off. It's like, mate, come on, just have a. I'm sorry. Obviously, I know it's kind of helped us because it basically meant we were going to win the match. But I'm just like, seriously, do we really need red cards for that? Is it entirely necessary? Just have a quiet word with him and just say, right, Lucas, any more, this is the last thing you say, and if you say anything else, you're basically being red carded. And a couple of the West Ham players take him away, job done, there you go. And you just deal with it in adult situation. But to send him off, like I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans will disagree with me, but I think it's ridiculous sending off. I mean, look, Paqueta shouldn't be shouting at the referee, and I take the point, that's fine. But I just thought it was absolutely ludicrous in my opinion, but just my opinion. Like I said, I'm a child of the 80s, and people used to have tear-ups on football pitches and this, that and the other, and there was full fighting going on in the 70s, and then you watch this now and like you get some fella that falls over a blade of grass and pretends he's got an ACL injury, and it's just, I just find it very embarrassing at times, to be honest. But yeah, just my opinion. Oh yeah, I think so. Oh, nice one, Patrick. Yeah, I was going to say we definitely have spoke before. I want to say it was wrestling, but I could be entirely wrong. I don't know. Home Alone Lego. Oh, that's the recommendation from Yes. I was wondering why the bloody hell I put that. So yeah, after all that, basically, as it stands, we've had a pretty decent weekend this weekend. Um, oh boy, mate, don't tell me anything. I'm glad you enjoy it, but please, definitely no spoilers because me and the missus haven't seen it. We're actually going to start if I can convince her to watch it tonight. But we are both working all hours God sends at the minute, and basically we haven't even got time to brush our teeth, let alone watch an hour of Stranger Things at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to try and watch a bit of it tonight. And yeah, hopefully we can get it finished by next Christmas or something. I don't know. The joys of having children and working, folks. Um, but yeah, no, we've had super good weekends. Obviously, Bournemouth lost because look, I'm just looking at Champions League qualification. I'm not looking at the thing that will not be mentioned because it's a waste of time. Bournemouth lost, Tottenham lost. Obviously, Chelsea got a draw today from the Arsenal, which kind of helps us out as well. And I've just been looking in mid. I don't want to go too far, but if we can get a positive result against we've actually got a bit of a decent run at this now because Newcastle are playing Spurs in midweek, Brighton are playing Villa, so any of those four will drop points. Shout out to the locals actually of Leeds because I live in Leeds. I'm just around the corner from Ellen Road. Leeds are playing Chelsea, and if you don't know about this, that is a massive, massive rivalry. Those teams do not like each other, so on the way home on Wednesday, because I live and work in Leeds, I will be leaving work at 3:30 and I will be barricading the doors just in case. But yes, and if we can beat Sunderland, basically, long story short, if we could beat Sunderland, I don't want to go too far. But if we could beat Sunderland, Brighton and Villa would go for going to drop points. Newcastle, Spurs would drop points. Basically, I think if Chelsea were to lose, I think we could go potentially go third. But let's not go too mental. Like, if as long as we don't lose the match and we can have two matches where we can say, right, we haven't lost, and we've scored a couple of goals and we've kept a couple of clean sheets. It's just small steps for me at the minute. If you can draw against Sunderland, try and then beat Leeds United, and then it's a case of going to Inter Milan and just shutting up shop and just seeing if you can get a cheeky draw and then perhaps beating Brighton. So it's just, for me at the moment with Liverpool, it's just we really need to enjoy the wins, guys. We really need to just be happy that we've won. I am absolutely delighted we've won because I don't think we will win a trophy this season. I just don't think we're going to be consistent enough. Hopefully the boys prove me wrong. You never know, they might prove me wrong and win the next 24 games and become a double league champions, but that's not going to happen because, like I said, we've actually caught up in Arsenal a little bit. It's like 9 points now, but it's too far for me, and Arsenal are too consistent. But could we still get in the Champions League? I mean, obviously we've got a chance of that now. I think if we'd lost today, it would have been looking a bit dodgy. But yeah, no, I'm just absolutely delighted that we have basically won. And yeah, it's really good, and yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. So, man of the match, I usually give man of the match. I'm going to give it to Florian Wirtz. I thought he was sensational today. So shout out to Flo. I think he's been playing a lot better now. So hopefully, if Isak can start, if he can start finding Alexander Isak as well, we could have a hell of a team going on there. But let's not just get too excited. Let's just enjoy the night. Couple of drinks. One after yesterday's slightly gentlemanly performance, shall we say. And yeah, we go again on Wednesday. So in terms of I'll be doing live reaction for Liverpool Sunderland as well. It kicks off 8:15, so I should 10, I think, something along those lines. I'll tell you about what I'm doing this week anyway in a minute, but yeah, I should be on covering that. In terms of going forward for a team selection next week, I pretty much would play the same team. Maybe you rotate Robbo and Kirkes. Other than that, I would leave Joe Gomez exactly where. If Joe's fit to go, I would leave him. I'd keep the lads in midfield because maybe they've started to click again. Who knows? And yeah, Ekatike and Isak. In fact, was it Ekatike and Isaac? I'm not too sure about this actually because um I was watching, but I can't remember when. In fact, let me just have a look at the team news. Let me just see if I can find it. Buy a lot of popcorn. Oh, don't worry, boy, Mike. We will be doing. We will be doing. Let's have a look. Our team was Alisson Becker, Gomez, Van Dijk, Canate, Kirkes, Vert, Soboslai, Isaac McAllister, Gakpo, Cravenberg. Oh, right, yes. So Ekatike was on the back. Right, cool. Fair enough. Yeah. I suppose the only thing I'd maybe change would be God Almighty, literally. Dear, oh dear. There's a lot of drunk people, folks, out there, isn't there? Or on drugs, or just completely mental or insane. By the way, if our religious said I'm not being disrespectful, but how to put this? I'm getting a lot of people on my stream due to one of my playlists that hasn't gone down well with the insane right wing lunatic brigade, which involves actually damn about people might not share the same sexual orientation I am. And like I said, as a straight man who, I'll be quite honest, like really likes women and stuff like that, as you do as a bloke, I don't get that. Like it's just like, mate, seriously, it's not affecting me. Why would I have an issue with it for? It's just like, if you are that way inclined, then absolutely fair play to you. And if it bothers you, don't be around those areas, especially with pride and stuff. I got a boatload of abuse at Pride. Actually, that's a story. So I did a live reaction. Yeah, Pride was very good. No, I did a live stream for Pride in Leeds, and I didn't think anything of it, and I feel really now actually because I was basically using it to try and build up my channel. I thought, well, it's a live event, so there'll be loads of people tuning in, and there were like 4,000 people, but I kind of felt really guilty as well about like, am I exploiting the LGBT community? I don't know, but or am I highlighting it or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm doing this live stream, and honestly, it hadn't clicked with me at all because obviously I know you've got all these divvies on social media. Look, guys, I'm not a culture war person at all. Like, I'm not interested in the slightest. If someone says something, I will call them out and just call you a prat and an idiot. Um, but so I'm doing this live stream, and all of a sudden I get all these messages about Jesus Christ. And honestly, because I'm not the cleverest bloke in the world, it didn't click. It didn't click for me at first. I was like, what the hell am I getting all these for? And then some of the comments started turning very, very vile. And I'm not going to mention this in front of polite company. There were suggestions that the people enjoying Pride would be better off no longer living, shall we say, which I mean, I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words for that, to be quite honest. So yeah, but basically, I don't swear on this, but they can go and themselves. Simple as that. Not interested at all. Do one, sunshine. If you don't like what's on the channel, then simply don't watch it. Also, as well, by the way, can someone explain this to me? Because I'm not a troll and I don't get how the social media works for young people point of view. If you don't like gay people, why exactly are you watching a gay live stream of Pride? I mean, there's this thing involving closets that I could use, but hey, I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look. Suzanne, hi Suzanne, you're all right. Sorry, Suzanne, Susan, even. Hi Susan. War games not that good to be honest. I'm quite glad to be honest because I ended up missing all of them, to be completely honest. I've just watched it this morning with my son, and was it that good? The men's war game, Susan, wasn't. It, I was really hyped for it, and having watched it, but I think men need to watch it again. Um, oh, Logan, hi Logan, you're all right? How you doing? Um, cool. Right, sorry, I've got your name wrong. I thought the men's could have been better. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed in it because I've been hyping it up for weeks, and then I was just like, it's not quite what I was hoping for. I actually thought the Dom Mysterio seeing the match was very good. Definitely the care Nikki, but like, I'm not a huge fan of the Bellas. I never really have, to be honest. Yep, there's another one. I do apologise, folks. Like I said, this is why I get trolled by a lot of people. Like I said, I will just keep reporting, and I will keep taking screenshots, and I will keep liaising these people on social media, and that's all I can do, really. I don't know why they are the way they are, but still. But yeah, no. I've never been a massive fan of the Bellas, to be honest, Logan. I respect. Don't get me wrong. I respect both women for what they did. Because I mean, look, they did a lot of work for the women's revolution. It came as the women's evolution kind of thing. So I have a ton of respect for them. But they were never my favourite characters. You see what I mean? Nothing wrong with the wrestling at all. It's just it wasn't my cup of tea. And in my opinion, Stephanie Vicaire should be fighting people like Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton. I'd want to see her go one-on-one with Rhea Ripley. I want to see her fight. I'd love to see her versus Lash Legend. I reckon they'd match up well. Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and so on and so forth. I'm sure she'll get there in the end, but like her run at the minute isn't great because of the people that she's been thrown in with. So I'm hoping that's the end of the feud. The women's war game match I thought was the best match. I kind of like the way that they did it, obviously, because the team had the advantage, and then basically you had Nia and Lash Legend, who came in. It kind of made sense then that advantage because obviously they're two like big. But yeah, I thought the women's war games was really good. The men's not so much. I thought Steph versus Nikki wasn't great, but I thought Dom versus John Cena was really good. So I don't know, B minus, C plus, maybe something along them lines. It wasn't the greatest show in the world. I agree. Knocked up for it, and I was hoping for a really good war. But yeah. No, like I said, Logan, I don't think it was the best one I've ever seen either. Although uh, my view of it might have been slightly skewered due to the slight number of adult beverages that were in my system at the time. So yeah, I'm not the best person to ask really, but I'm going to do a review of it tomorrow. To be honest, Logan, so I'm going to try and watch a couple of the matches again if I can do. In fact, I might watch the men's war game again because I'm really intrigued as to who the guy is, because I actually don't think it's Seth Rollins. I think it's someone random, but I need to put together a list of like who it's going to be. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. Yeah, Liverpool wise, folks, I think that's pretty much a lot, to be honest. So, look, top line, fantastic. Reds have won. Not getting ahead of myself, but I'm just thinking that if we can get a positive result against Sunderland and that includes a draw, fine. If you can get a draw, you're two unbeaten, and then you can get on a bit of a run. Hopefully, please, dear God, we then beat Leeds United, because living in Leeds, literally, Ellen Road is literally like 10 minutes down the road that way. I would very much prefer that we did not lose to Leeds United, because I'm going out for a Jolly Boys uh, session for Christmas in a week's time with a load of my, well, 2 weeks' time with my Leeds United supported friends, and I will never be allowed to hear the end of this ever. So if I could put out a message to Armour Slot, Armour, please, if you lose to Sunderland, please do not lose to Leeds United. That is all I ask. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So just quickly, I just want to talk about what I'm doing next week. So like you've seen, basically I do loads more playlists than Liverpool. So I do Pride. If anyone wants to come and have a go, you're more than welcome to. Horror, toy hunts, comic cons. Like I said at the start of the video, when I was showing you around the room and stuff, I'm going to, there'll be a couple of toy reviews, because I bought a couple of things yesterday. I got a Deadpool figure and Storm Funko from X-Men 97. So I'm going to do some shorts from that, so just keep an eye out for that in midweek. Football stadium tours I do. I've been to loads, like Chelsea, Man City, Derby County, obviously Leeds United, obviously Anfield, and then obviously I've got the Liverpool channel and the wrestling channel. So it's all on there, and it's all Geek Boy Meta. It's all at Geek Boy Meta 7381. And if you want to like and subscribe, you can do. If you just want to come and chill out and hang and talk about cool stuff and not put up ridiculous messages about the coming of Jesus Christ and homophobic and who was the Texas guy? Oh yes, making laughing about the death of George Floyd and ridiculous stuff like that. Because like I said, I'm just being honest, guys. I'm from the 90s. You will get skewered, lyrically skewered, and I will just report you all over social media and report you to the police if you happen to live in England. Simple as that. So if you want to do that, you go on someone else's channel. If you want to be nice and cool, you're welcome on mine. Boom. Let's have a look. People think it's Austin Theory. Oh, that's a good shout, Logan. Actually, yeah. Cause what wasn't there about Austin Theory being in the ended up in the Vision? Because I'm guessing obviously that Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul will go their separate ways now, and obviously Brock was never going to be in the Vision. So yeah, there was talk about it being Theory, wasn't there? Yeah, he's about Rawlins's, but I mean, I think Theory's like maybe a couple of inches shorter than Rawlins, maybe. But yeah, they're around the same build. That's a decent shout, actually. I mean, it would be. I did think for some reason it could be Trick Williams, but then I was just like, well, it can't. It can't be that, surely. Um, Looking great, on. Keep it up. Love the hat. Oh, thank you very much, Worldwide. Cheers, thank you. That's very, very nice of you. Keep that smile on. I will do, mate. I will do. Come rain or shine, I'll always have a smart ass and a bit of a smile and a laugh at the jokes. That's fine. Thank you for that. I'm glad you like AEW as well. Again, not to be a salesperson, but I just do this automatically now. If any of you are AEW fans, on my playlist, Geek Boy Does Wrestling, there is AEW All in 2023, 2024, and Forbidden Door 2025, where I have loads and loads of stuff. And there's loads and loads of fixtures, Jesus Christ. There's loads of shorts, sorry, and there's loads of vlogs. So if any of you are AEW fans, you are more than welcome to watch it. And I do an AEW live reaction on Thursdays as well, if anyone's interested. Oh, nice one, Logan. Yes. You're an AEW fan as well. Good. Always good to meet fellow all elite wrestling fans. Like I said, I love all wrestling, so I watch WWE, AEW, bit of New Japan Pro Wrestling when I can do, TNA whenever I get the chance. I'd like to start watching NXT, but there just aren't enough hours in the day for me to do all of that. But yeah, I love pro wrestling. I love all podcasts. I love watching Chris Van Vliet when he interviews people. Denise Salcedo, I usually have her on watch along whenever I watch AEW or WWE, because Denise is, like I said, she, in my opinion, she's the best in the business. But yeah, absolutely love pro wrestling. I really like the Rain. Oh, dude, Okada is, like I said, he's one of the best wrestlers I've watched in real life, in person, because I saw him. I want to say he was in the Casino Gauntlet match, not the one at Forbidden. Oh, there wasn't. Was there a gauntlet match at Forbidden Door? No, I don't know. There wasn't. So the AEW All In show from Wembley, not the first one, but the second one. I think, if I'm right in saying, Okada was in it, and dude, honestly, he was awesome, absolutely awesome. I think he had a bit where it was him versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Hangman. I think him and Hangman went up against each other. It was the one where Ricochet basically joined AEW. And yeah, honestly, that he's. I'll tell you one thing I'm got is with Okada. I actually, when I went to see Forbidden Door, nope. You I'll keep on knocking you down. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, Kenny Omega is he's absolutely brilliant. Like seeing him in real life, Logan. Honestly, he's possibly top 10 best wrestlers that I've ever seen live. Like absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So there we go. Kimmy Possible's WWE ruined Cena's final match. I mean, he's still got one more, hasn't he? So he's got the well, yeah, it is his final match, isn't it? By the way, again, not to be a shameless self-promoter, but I will also be covering John Cena's last match, and I'll be doing a watch-along of his actual match. Not the whole thing, because, like, I'm doing watch-alongs. I'm not particularly wonderful, to be honest. I'm better at reacting and stuff. But, yeah, I will be doing, like, a watch-along of Cena's last match as soon as it comes up, which is December the... Blimey, it's in, what is it, 13 days? I think, something along those lines. Do you mean as in the last match, as in who he's going to face from the tournament, or as in like the Dom match? Because I didn't mind the Dom match, to be honest. Kimmy, I thought it was all right. I mean, I have chosen Dominic Mysterio and Gunther personally? No, I would have ended it with a huge match like a Cody or a Roman or a CM Punk, and I would have left all the big matches towards the end. But no, I get why they're doing it, obviously, because they're trying to give people a rub, because obviously Gunther and Dominic Mysterio are going to be the people going forward, along with people like Bron Breakker, Jake Fatu, hopefully Joe Hendry, and so on and so forth. But personally, I would have done the whole thing the other way around. So I would have started him off with like lower end feuds, like had him with Jake Fatu and Bron Breakker, and then ended with like Orton, Punk, Cody Rhodes, etc., etc. But obviously, he turned around WrestleMania, or just before, with that thing with The Rock. That's the one thing with the whole run. I was very disappointed with The Rock's role in it, because it's like, dude, it was one of the best heel turns of all time. And I'm not saying he has to be there every week, because obviously The Rock cannot be at Raw every single week, and it's fair enough. But he's not been seen since, and they just didn't follow it up. Unless, of course, The Rock is going to get involved in the last ever match. You never know. I wouldn't be surprised if The Rock turned up, but I generally don't see it. So that was quite put. And to be honest as well, not to offend the young people, Travis Scott, I don't have any idea what that was actually meant to be. It was just, I just found it completely unnecessary to have him involved, but that's just my opinion. So there we go. Kenny Omega and Okada have the best feud in New Japan Pro Wrestling ever. Oh, dude, yeah. No, I've watched some of the matches. I watched the. I think I've watched the second one. I didn't see the first one, but it was one that went on for literally about 48, 49 minutes. And beforehand, if someone tells you to 50-minute wrestling match, you're like, I'm not sure about that. Honestly, I was mesmerised. It went by like that. So yeah, those two are absolute money zoo. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for me. So I'm just going to run through what I'm doing for the rest of the week. So, right, tomorrow I'm either going to do Survivor Series recap, a very late Survivor Series recap due to the my failing yesterday, or I'm going to do a follow up on Liverpool. So I might throw it out to a vote tomorrow. To quote Crazy Roads, what do you want to talk about? I might do Survivor Series actually, but I might just throw it out to the audience tomorrow. So I'll put it on socials if anyone has a preference. Monday Night Raw, I'll be covering that on Tuesday at 10:30. Wednesday I'll be on for the Sunderland action. I might even be on for the last few minutes of that game. So it'll be about 10 o'clock if I can do. Thursday, I'll be talking about those guys, seeing as you guys now seem to like AEW. I'll be on talking at 10:30. Yeah, by the way, Swerve and Hangman being together is golden. I absolutely love whoever came up with those two just being together now as a little tag team. That is absolute quality. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'll be talking about that. I've got a very special Friday coming up because I am also, if I can find it, that is the flag of Ghana. Well, it's like a wristband of Ghana, basically. And I am actually half Ghanaian, and I'm thoroughly, like, legitimately cannot wait for Friday because Ghana are in the World Cup draw. And I've got a Ghana playlist as well. I should have mentioned that as well, actually, for any Ghanaians that might be watching. I've got a Ghana playlist as well where I talk about my experiences being Ghanaian and so on and so forth, and going to see Ghana play football. And I'm actually going to cover the draw. I think it's at 5:30 on Friday, but I'll let you guys know. So I'm going to do like live reaction to it and stuff, and maybe a preview and so on and so forth. So if you want to join me for that, you can do. That's on 5:30 on Friday. Toy Shorts Friday at 8 o'clock will be there as per usual. Like I said before, I've got boatloads of toys that I basically. I'm a bit of a geek, so I literally, as the name implies, I literally go around Leeds or Sheffield or Birmingham or Liverpool or wherever and take loads and loads of like, those little YouTube shorts that you get that are like 20 seconds to 40 seconds, just like of all awesome and cool toys, which people seem to like over the years. So I've just carried on doing it. So yeah, that'll be 8 o'clock Friday. Saturday's going to be a very interesting day because it's cool again and we are playing Leeds United. And again, I would just like to reiterate Arna, Verge, Alexander Isak, Salah, whoever it is, if you are listening, which obviously you're not, please do not lose to Leeds United because I literally live around the corner from the ground and I'm going out with the boys in 2 weeks who are all Leeds United fans, and literally I will get the ever-loving piss taken out of me for the entire day. If you just get a draw, that is fine. A draw is not a problem. Please do not lose the match, and do not lose the match at Anfield. Thank you very much. And I'll be doing the late night SmackDown show. So for those of you who don't know, I do SmackDown reaction on Saturday nights, which I should be able to do as well. So I'll be doing two shows Saturday. I'll be going to Keats T Cells. I might sneak down to Ellen Road, see if I can see the coach disappearing. Possibly, if we get battered by Leeds, I will be doing no such thing. But I will, for your entertainment, I will discreetly see if I can go down to Ellen Road and see if I can get some shots of the lads leaving and so on and so forth. But obviously, I will have to be slightly careful with doing that. So I might have to do a Mr. Burns and just put one of them fake moustaches on, kind of thing. So, but yeah, so I'll be doing that. The late night SmackDown show about 3 or 4 hours later. If I don't, I'll do it on the Sunday, and then on Sunday, I'm actually going to be doing the FA Cup draw. So Liverpool are in the draw. I think it's 6 o'clock. I'm not too sure yet. So I'll update you Liverpool wise on that. And I'm also going to a Krampus market, which is like a horror Christmas market. On Sunday, and there should be some pretty cool stalls and stuff. If you are in Leeds, by the way, that's somewhere near the. It's at the back of the Merrion Centre. It's where the old nightclub used to be. what else am I up to? 2 weeks time, I've got a really cool one. So I'm going to be doing a live broadcast kind of thing of like Hard Light, a night of dark electronica. That's via one of my best friends, a short dark stranger. If you want to check out his channel, he's awesome. And there'll be some cool acts there. Basically, it's music, so there'll be acts there. There's another friend I have called Dober Woman. She's absolutely awesome. And a load of other people that I need to find out who's actually on. But yeah, I'll be doing like previews of it and streaming it live on Friday the 12th of December, I think it is. So yeah, there'll be more news about that on the channel coming soon. And like I said, that weekend as well as John Cena's last ever match, we're doing like cool stuff coming up on the channel basically, and it's going to be mental next 2 weeks. Because we've got to the Christmas period, where everything just goes insane for everyone. I would very much now like it to be pretty much the 20th of December, because then that's me done for basically 3 weeks from work and everything else. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, thanks everyone for interacting. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry about the start, by the way. I wonder if my actual stream was working. Shout out to Logan and everyone that's contributed. Yeah, just thank you guys as per usual. You're awesome, and just thanks for helping me out with the channel. And yeah, up the slightly recovered Reds. We actually won a bloody game, and I'm going to watch it tonight, and I'm going to have a beer, and I'm going to enjoy match of the day for a change that Liverpool have actually won a game of football. But before I go, I've just realised I haven't answered Logan's question. What is a feud you would love to see come back from WWE or AEW? What's a feud I would like to come back? Not a feud I'd like to come back, but I'd want to see CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, Logan, to be honest. I think it's getting close to the time, because I don't think they've even touched yet, and I would very much like to see that. If I could have a run back of anything, I would love to see Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland have another match, because that was possibly my match of the year. I thought it was absolutely golden. If I was going to run something back, I'd choose my favourite match of the year, which is Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. That, for me, is so far match of the year. By the way, I'm going to be doing some wrestling and Liverpool awards at the end of the year. So, like, who's got the best match, who's got the best goal, who's the best wrestler, and so on and so forth. So that'll be a cool little thing to do over Christmas as well. But yeah, I'd probably say those, Logan, to be honest. Like I said, Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland for me are the best two professional wrestlers working at the moment. I love Tekla as well, by the way. She is absolutely golden. Love Roxanne Perez. I speak highly enough about that woman. I think she's been absolutely brilliant this year. But yeah, those are some of my favourites anyway. But yeah, folks, I'm going to make a move because I have stuff to do. But thank you everyone for watching. It's been awesome speaking to all of you. Oh, cheers, Logan. Thank you very much. Yeah, and thank you for speaking to me, Logan, as well. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow night, either for a Liverpool reaction or Survivor Series, and I'll throw it out to the audience a little bit later on, what everyone wants to talk, or we can just talk about both, whatever. I will talk to you guys about anything, and yes, yeah, it's been a good one. Right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.